They did it again. They got into my Shakeology. Stinking kids. That's okay. I'll get them later when there are no witnesses. That's the downfall of Shakeology. It costs a lot of money. It's about $100 a bag, which is a 30-day supply. Shakeology is a triangle pyramid, so if you sell it, you get it for free. Well, I don't sell it because I didn't buy into it to sell it. I bought into it to get into shape. So that's a bad thing. Another thing that's not too great about it are some of the workouts, some of the programs. P90X is one of the most excruciating workouts ever. On average, P90X is about an hour a day, and it requires, of course, weights, a pull-up bar, which is hard when you live in a double-wide trailer and you have to hook it onto your door frames because their max is 200 pounds, and of course my husband weighs over 200 pounds, so we can't really do P90X. T25. T25 is another one that's killer. It's 25 minutes of hardcore cardio. And you go. You get no rest in between any of it. In fact, Shanti will tell you, you can rest when you sleep. Insanity Max. Insanity Max is another one that's hard. One thing I don't like about Insanity Max, I've only done a couple of the videos, is that you go until you max out. And that can be discouraging for a lot of people. So, I'm here today to tell you what you can do that doesn't cost quite as much as Shakeology, and that can keep you in just as much good shape as sitting in front of your TV and working out to something. These things get you out and about. They get you in the gym. That's one thing about Team Beachbody are the workouts you do at home. That can be a good thing because you're not working out around people, but it's also very hard because you have to be extremely self-disciplined. My husband is not one of those people. The first few weeks that we started doing this, it was probably the first week. I had to coax him out of bed almost every morning. It wasn't until he started feeling better that he wanted to get up and work out, but it was a pain to get him going, and it's really discouraging when he didn't want to do it. And of course, I was sore from starting the workout, so that was hard. But get the support from people. That's what a lot of people need. So I'm here to tell you a few things that you can do outdoors, a few things that you can do in the gym to help you lose weight, to help you get in shape. Number one thing is eating. You have to eat healthy. I do stand by that. Hiking. Hiking is a great thing to do. Kathy Good of Hiker.com says it improves cardio and respiratory fitness. It lowers the risk of coronary heart disease and stroke. It increases bone density. And when you hike, you lose an average of 370 calories per hour. So hiking is great because it gets you out in the wilderness. You can see different things. You're not standing in one position doing absolutely nothing. Your kids, you can take your family with you. You take your kids with you, and it gets everybody into shape, and everybody enjoys it. For kids, it helps them to sleep better, and it helps them to lessen the chance of getting type 2 sugar diabetes. Now, when I say sleep better, it's not that you're tiring your kids out. That's what a lot of people don't realize. You can't tire your kids out and make them sleep. In fact, if you've ever looked at it, or if you've ever seen kids, or if you have your own kids, you know that when your kids are active, it takes them a long time to come down off that peak. What it is when you work out, you feel better. Your body just feels better. And that's what makes you sleep, is just feeling better. Hiking helps every muscle in your body, including your mind. Anytime you get out in the wilderness or you go outdoors, it helps. It's vitamin D from the sun. It's seeing new things. Hiking is good. Biking is another thing that is good. Not stationary biking. Stationary biking is good, but it's not as good as if you go out and bike. When you go outside and you bike, you have the wind resistance against you, and of course you have hills that you're going to be going up against. When you're on a stationary bike, they do get more intense. You can set it to where it'll be more intense and harder to pedal, but it's not the same effect. According to the authors of Health Women, you get the same cardiovascular benefits from biking as you do from dancing, aerobics, or jogging. It's it's a good cardio workout. It also helps preserve cartilage. If you're overweight, it's great for losing weight, and it's a hard workout. Weightlifting. Boston University researchers say it can help the type 2 muscle fibers in your body. It builds those, and where those are in your core. So what happens when you build your core, when you lift weights and you build your core, it actually strengthens your back and it lessens back pain. The core muscles, anytime you work out, if you've ever listened to a fitness instructor, they'll tell you, hold in your core. Because when you hold in your core, you're actually supporting your back. So weightlifting is great for that. Weightlifting also helps lower diabetes, and it overall is good for your heart. John Carrico says the hardest part about weightlifting is showing up. It's hard because you're around people. I said that earlier. And it's hard to work out when you're overweight or you're not in shape. You feel really self-conscious. But go, show up, because those people aren't there to make fun of you, and they're not there to stare at you. They're doing the same thing you're doing. They probably started out where you did. So just go and show up. Get the support of your family. I did not have the support of my family when I first started out. My mom used to tell me, well, in 6 months you'll give it up. I always did. And that's discouraging. My husband, he used to call me the calorie police because I counted everything every one of us ate, even my kids. My kids hated it because I took the sugar out of the house. So get that support. Get the support that you need when you start lifting weights in a gym. Yoga is another thing that's good. Timothy McCall of Yoga Journal says it builds your posture. It makes for a perfect posture. When you do yoga, when you do any aerobics, you're building up your muscle. But when you do yoga, you really build up your muscle. And because yoga a lot of times is, standing straight and doing this, and you've got to keep your back straight, it automatically gets you to doing that. It increases blood flow, it lowers blood sugar, and it helps you focus. Yoga is very relaxing, and that's why it helps you focus. A lot of times when I do yoga with my husband, which is hilarious because he rides horses, and he's an oil field worker, and he's just a manly thing, and he's a big brawly guy. So to see him on the floor doing yoga, it's actually quite hilarious. Yoga improves overall health, it heals aches and pains, and it keeps sickness at bay. Anytime you build muscle, it helps heal. Bella, shh. It helps heal. What's also doing is stretching out your muscles. We do yoga once a week to get ready for the rest of the week because yoga is so good for you and it does stretch out everything. But when you stretch out those muscles, it helps heal the aches and pains that you have. Keeping sickness at bay. Any exercise you do is going to keep sickness at bay. I don't care if you bike, you hike, you go to the gym, you work out to 21 Day Fix or anything else. It's going to keep sickness at bay because it just makes you feel better. It's good for your system. Swimming is another thing that's good. According to Alicia of Fitness, it's great for injuries because it's low impact. Swimming is good for women that are pregnant. It's good for older people. It's good for younger people. And it's, like she said, it's good for injuries. Swimming is, because it doesn't take a lot to do it, anybody can do it. It doesn't matter how heavy you are or how skinny you are or what kind of shape you're in. Anybody can do it. And you actually progress really fast whenever you swim because you use every muscle in your body. Indiana University says that people that are at the age of 70, if they swim every day, when they check their blood pressure and their cholesterol levels, they're all of that of a 50-year-old person. So it actually takes 20 years. It adds 20 years to your life. Running is the last one. Jackie of Active says that running is the #1 way to lose weight. And of course it is, because whenever you run, you're burning calories like crazy. It improves health. It lessens the chances of breast cancer, stroke, and diabetes, and it prevents disease. She says by helping the arteries retain their elasticity and strengthening the heart, your chances of suffering a heart attack can be significantly reduced. So running is good. I hope that you'll go out and you'll try, to do at least one of these if you don't buy into Shakeology and Team Beachbody, because like I said, it is expensive. But I hope that at least you do try to get fit. Try to eat healthy and do what you can. Good luck.